Now, up till now, we have seen the basics fundamental of C. Now, the next topic will be the type conversions. Now, when variables and constant of different data types and are combined in an expression, then they are converted to the same data type. The process of converting one predefined type into another is called the type conversion. C will support two type of conversions, implicit type conversion and explicit type conversion. Implicit type conversion. When the type conversion is performed automatically by the compiler without programmer intervention, such type of conversion is known as implicit type conversion or the type promotion. The compiler converts all operands into the data type of the largest operand. Here is the paradigm for the same. Bool, character, short integer, integer, and lastly is the long double. Means internally your compiler can convert integer to unsigned integer or integer to float and float to the double. But it cannot convert double to the float, float to the integer. If such conversion is happen with by the compiler, then what happen? Let's see. Here is the example. If compiler try to convert float to the integer, means float is having the larger value or the bigger value than the integer. In that cases, it causes the truncation of the fractional part. If you are trying to convert double to the float, again double having the double precision also. So if you try to convert it into the float, it causes the rounding of digit. But if you are converting long integer to the integer, it causes the dropping of excess higher order bits. Second one is the explicit type conversion. Explicit type conversion is also known as a typecasting. When the programmer will perform the type conversion from one data type to the another, it is known as a typecasting. The syntax is data type in the bracket and expression semicolon. When data type means in which data type you want to convert this expression is. Here is the example x is equal to bracket integer a plus b into d. So what your compiler will do, it will evaluate a plus b into d first. Whatever will be the result, whether it is an integer, double, float, anything, but it is forcibly converting that value into the integer. In this case, it is necessary that your x is also the integer. Coming to the operator precedency and associativity of the within the C. So these are the tables operators having the highest priority, that is the highest precedency, and associativity is left to right. For this chapter or this session, our last topic is IO function. Now C programming has several inbuilt library functions to perform input and output task. Two commonly used function is input and output using the printf and scanf. Scanf function read the formatted input from standard input device, that is a keyboard, and printf function send the formatted output to the standard output, that is the screen. If you want to use printf and scanf in your program, it is necessary or you must include stdio.h header file in the first line of the program. Now the printf statement. General syntax of the printf is printf within the bracket, within the double quotes, whatever you will write, that is a string literal, that is exactly going to be print on the console. As we have seen in the first example that printf hello world. So it simply gives you the output hello world. That is a sequence of any number of characters surrounded by the double quotation marks. But the basic syntax of the printf is printf format string and variable. This format string is the combination of text, conversion specifier and the escape sequence. Now let's see the example. If I am writing printf thank you, what output you are expecting? Thank you only. But I am writing printf total sum is percentage %d slash n. There are lot many things. Here is a sequence of character. Here you are having the format specifier and here you are having the escape sequence. So in this case what happened? The output is total sum is. Instead of percentage %d, your compiler is looking for the variable name. So whatever value is in the sum, that is going to be in the at this place. So sum is integer, that's why it is written as a percentage %d. If sum is a float, you have to write percentage f. If sum is a character, you have to write percentage c. If it is a double, then you have to write ld. Slash n means after printing the line, it should go to the next line. Reading a character. Same way for reading the character, you have to use the percentage C. So, but whenever a user or the programmer will enter the character from the keyboard, actual character is not going to store, but the ASCII value of the character is going to be stored. Here, enter a character. So, we are entering the one character value. So, that's why the specify is percentage %D. Here you can see the syntax of the scanf. Scanf double quotes format specifier but add %chr. What is the meaning of end person? That is the address of. Here the variable is declared. Now whenever you are declaring various variables, your compiler is not knowing that what variable actually you are referring. So forcibly, or we are informing the compiler that whatever is the address of chr, in that place you have to store the value. So entering the value G. So if we print that, you enter percentage G. So CHR is G, that is going to be copied over here. So you enter G. Now same way, instead of percentage C, if I will write the D, what it will do? It will print the integer value of that particular character. That is G is 103. Same way exit. Here you are having the integer. Variable is declared as an integer, value is 69. So if I am trying to print percentage %C, so it will looking for the ASCII character set of the symbols and it will print that value. Whatever is the 69, that character is going to be print over here. So 69 is E, so it print the E. Next one is the get character and put character. If you want to read a character from a terminal, it will return it as an integer. Now, if you want, this function is basically reads only single character at a time. But if you want to read a multiple character or more than one character, you need to use the loop, and within the loop you have to use this function. What is loop? That we will see in the control structure chapter. Put character means whatever you want to print as a character, that on the screen you will use the put character, but at a time you can put only single character. Enter a character, get character. So get character will take some input from the user and that value is going to be stored in the C and it will print the put character. Sorry, here it is a mistake. Instead of integer, there is a character, CHER. Similar way, getters and putters. Getters and putters will read a line from the standard input and buffer and putters will print the output. Now ctype.h, this is one of the header file in which various functions are already available with the C. You can use it to lower check whether the character is alphabetic and convert it to lowercase. To upper check the character is alphabetic and convert it to the uppercase. Formatted input and output. Now whenever we are required, what is a format? Suppose I am printing the cost of the various item. So you know that okay, in the bill we are using the digit from the right hand side only. So exactly similar way, if you want to apply the same format, here you have to use percentage %WD. W will indicate the integer numbers and D will be your data type. So if I am writing percentage %D, value is 5, so it will simply print the 5. But here you can see that I am taking the float value, but percentage %F only. So I entered actually 23.45, but it is printing 23.45000. It means it will take all the whole size which is required by the float. Now here you can see that 4-digit integer, you just go through it and you can verify that. Suppose I am writing 0.2f, it means before this W is indicate the total width of the data that you want to store, dot and S. S means is a pointer after decimals. After the point, how many decimal point you require. So in the same example, after this, if I require only 45, here I have to write 0.2. 0.2 means after the decimal I require only 2 digit. and W will give you the total width of the number including the dot. So here is 9876. So 4-digit integer right justified to 6 column. As I am writing 6D. So within that it will print. 4-digit integer right justified to 3 columns. So I will write only 3D. Rounded to the 2 digits. So we discussed, that is 0.2D. So if I rounded to the 0 digit, so I am writing only 0. Same way floating number, if I want to print in the exponential, so I will write E, percentage E. It will print the output is in the exponential form. Thank you.